Okay. Okay. Okay, so I'll go ahead and start. Hello, I'm Andy Falcone with the Near Family YMCA, and this is a 45-minute yoga vinyasa flow. So if you need a block or a stack of books, we'll be in a standing split pose in a forward fold. You can grab those, and we definitely need a mat and some comfortable clothes. So we will get started either kneeling or in an easy seat. So if kneeling is uncomfortable, you can start out on the bum, and what we'll do is we'll all come onto our right hip. So if we're in easy seat, we'll just come onto that right hip, we'll stack the legs, we'll plant the right hand off to the side, and we'll anchor that left hand into the left ankle. Nice. So from here we'll hold, and then maybe, we just walk those right fingertips out of it. Relax, start to breathe deeply. So we find this moving meditation before practice, and we're just finding our breath. See if you can bring the left ear towards the left shoulder as we open up those right upper traps. Find some space in the neck and the right shoulder as we relax the left shoulder. Make sure to keep the breath flowing and keep that left side of the body relaxed. As we come deeper into this mermaid pose, we can just start to send the right torso over to the right. Nice. Here we'll take one more deep breath in and one more deep breath out. Beautiful. And then we'll start to walk the right fingertips in. If we're from kneeling, we come back to our knees and then find that left hip. If we're from easy seat, we just switch the legs right over to the left side. Nice. Anchor that right hand to right ankle. Start to walk left fingertips out. Start to find that left seat bone. Beautiful, planting that left hip. And then we start to relax right ear to right shoulder. Lots of space here. The upper traps are super tense for most people. So just allow yourself time to breathe and relax into this pose. Relax the right elbow. Make sure you keep the jaw relaxed, the face relaxed. Sometimes when we stretch one part of the body, we tense up the other. Let's try to keep the whole body nice and relaxed. Getting calm and centered before our practice. Nice. One more big breath in, big breath out. Then we slowly lift that head back up. We'll walk the fingertips back in. From here, we'll come onto our hands and knees. So we'll come into a tabletop pose. We'll make sure the wrists are right underneath the shoulders and the knees are right underneath the hip points. You can always curl the toes for balance. So we press the mat away so we're not collapsing the shoulders or the wrists. We open the index fingers as wide as possible, and we send the tail to the back of the room, just energetically back, opening up the seat bones, and the crown to the front of the room. We'll get a nice long spine. Let's start to hold in that core. So draw it in and embrace it, getting a really protected low back. And here we hold one big breath in, one big breath out. So let's find one cat-cow, just to gently warm up the spine. We inhale, lower that navel down towards the mat, press into the mat, draw the heart forward, chin is up. Really feel the belly stretch. And on the exhale, we find the opposite in cat pose. We tuck the belly in, tuck the tail down, tuck the chin down, and hold. Inhale, return to our neutral tabletop. And then we'll come down to our forearms. So we have the elbows right underneath the shoulders this time. And then we'll simply walk the knees back into a Sphinx pose. So here we are in Sphinx. Palms are pressing into the earth. We draw the heart forward as we draw the elbows back, really getting a big back bend of that low back. Nice. Keeping the gaze low, we can start to press the pelvis into the mat, give the hips a nice little wiggle. And then let's just flex that right foot and raise the right foot up to the sky, just stretching into that right quad. And then we'll switch sides. Nice flex for the ankle joint, stretching the toes, stretching the quad. Beautiful. And then here we slowly lower, and then we'll plant the palms underneath the shoulders, and we'll prepare for a rolling cobra. We'll plant the fingertips out in front of and to the side of that mat. We'll lengthen the legs, get the thigh muscle out of the way, and then we'll press the pelvis in, relax the shoulders, inhale, and start to reach and rise up. So heart is forward, collarbones are lengthening. Exhale, slowly roll down. Inhale, find this fluid movement of the spine, and exhale, rolling down, piece by piece. Last one. Inhale, finding this deep opening of the spine and the front of the body. And exhale, roll down. Nice. Then we'll plant the palms, elbows close into the body. Press up baby cobra, and then press through those hands back to our tabletop pose. And here we'll find a counter stretch in child's pose. So the knees can be together or as wide as the shoulders or the mat. And we simply just walk the hands forward into child's. So here we're getting a big stretch of the spine, especially the low back. And if this isn't enough, we can come into hare pose, where we plant the palms, bring the knees a little bit closer together. We send the hands to the heels, and then we start to lift up the hips. We can gently, the key word is gently, plant the crown onto the mat. So here we get a big stretch all through that back. Nice. Just one more big breath in. On the exhale, slowly return to our tabletop pose. From our table, take another deep breath in. On the exhale, we curl those toes, lift the hips high and back, coming into downward facing dog. So let's find some heel lifts in our down dog, strengthening the ankles, stretching the calves. Beautiful. Relax the crown down towards the mat. And press into the hands to get that bum way back up towards the sky. Nice. Here we inhale, come up on the tippy toes, bend the knees, gaze forward, and we walk to our hands in a forward fold. From the forward fold, knees are soft. Nice. We can relax the crown down, we can come into lateral, we can shift right to left. So the neck is really, really loose and relaxed. Here we can nod the head yes and no. Nice. Then we'll release the hands, and on an inhale, press through the feet. Knees are really bent. We start to reach and rise all the way up to our mountain pose, letting the shoulders, head and neck come up last. And once they do, we roll those shoulders back and down. Beautiful. So from here, Tadasana, palms face out, feet hip width distance. We pull up the knees, the quads, pull in the belly, send the core down, and feel the collarbones lengthen, chest opens, shoulder blades squeeze. Here we inhale, send the fingertips high, gaze up, upward salute. On the exhale, we bring the hands to the heart center. Beautiful. So from here, we'll squeeze the toes together, squeeze the legs together, ankles together. We'll press the palms in to get stronger through the upper body. Nice. On an inhale, let's find a gentle lift of the heels. Maybe it's a millimeter, maybe we're all the way up in releve. On an exhale, slow and controlled, lower down. Nice. Preparing for our balancing poses. Inhale, lift up. Squeeze the feet and legs together. And on the exhale, slowly lower. Beautiful. Once again, inhale. And if we fall, we fall. Reach and rise up. So good to get the ego in check. And on the exhale, we slowly lower. Nice. Here we release the hands to Savasana. Come back to feet hip width distance. Here we inhale, upward salute, gaze high at the front of the mat, and we exhale, fold and release and surrender in our swan dive. From our forward fold, we plant the hands, step back to plank. From plank, we inhale all together. On the exhale, we either flow through Vinyasa or we exhale back to down dog. So if you're flowing, let's exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, slide forward, baby cobra. Exhale, press into the hands, lift the hips, curl the toes. Downward facing dog. Nice. From here, let's inhale, send the right leg back behind us, three-legged dog. On the exhale, pull right knee into the chest, getting some momentum coming up on the left toes to drop the right foot off in between the hands, low lunge. Nice. Here we'll drop the back knee down. Keep the toe curled if you like. We'll come up on the fingertips, heart and belly off the thigh. And on an inhale, we'll reach and rise up, Vinyasa. Nice. Hips are square to the front of the mat, shoulders are square. One more breath in, finding space in the side body. On the exhale, we'll hold on to that left wrist with the right hand, and we'll arch over to the right. Here we open up that whole left side body, and you can even feel the left sides opening up on the left leg. Beautiful. Just one more big breath in. On the exhale, return to our Vinyasa. Here we'll fold, lift up the back knee, curl the back toe under, and we'll dial the back foot open as we prepare for warrior two. So back foot is totally open, front toes are facing the front. On an inhale, press into the front foot, heart with the arms open, find your warrior two. Beautiful. So we're pressing into the knife edge of the back foot, back quad is lifted, front knee is towards the front pinky toe, and make sure we can see the big front toe so we're not overextending that knee. Nice. So here, extend the arms long, find a square of the hips, not just to the left side of the room, but we're not hinging quite yet. Beautiful. From here, we inhale, hinge, flip the front palm, and on the exhale, we reverse our warrior. Beautiful. Look up at the top hand or down at that back foot. Nice. One more big breath in, stretching into that right side body. On the exhale, float through warrior two to extended side angle, forearm to the front thigh, lifting that left fingertips up to the sky. Nice. If you'd like to find Ashtanga arms, we can reach to the front of the room and gaze underneath that bicep. Or maybe you'd like to open up the heart further and find a half bind up to the sky. If the neck is bothering you, just gaze low at the front foot. To go further in this pose, if possible, we either stay here or plant the right hand inside of the front foot. Or we can put it on a stack of books if we have it, or that block. So one more big breath in here. On the exhale, gaze low at the front foot. Hold on to the front ankle and slowly start to straighten out the front knee without locking it. If we're bound, we can stay bound. If that's uncomfortable, we can always extend the left fingertips or just bring the hand to the hip as we move through the poses. Beautiful. So here we are in triangle pose. I will unwind my top hand and I'll take a gaze up to the sky. Press the right big toe down into the mat to protect that right knee. Just one more big breath in, triangle. On the exhale, we gaze low at the front foot once again, and we start to press through that front foot, keeping the legs still into a reverse triangle. So front knee is not locked, we're just reversing this triangle, sending right fingertips up and back, palm faces the back of the room, and we relax the left shoulder down. Nice. Another big breath in, fill up, get ready for movement. On the exhale, we cartwheel the hands down, bend the front knee, frame the front foot, pivot on that back knee, coming into a low lunge, plant the palms, step back to plank. Here we inhale. On the exhale, find down dog, chaturanga, or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, baby cobra. Shoulders down. Exhale, press through the hands. Lift the hips, curl the toes. Downward facing dog. Nice. So in down dog, take a deep breath in. Stay right where you are. Take a deep breath out, side out through the mouth. Release tension in the jaw, the neck, the shoulders. Beautiful. We'll just switch sides. Here we'll inhale. Send that left leg back, three-legged dog. On the exhale, pull left knee into the chest. Shoulders over wrists, up on the right toes to drop the left foot off into a low lunge. Nice. Then we bring the back knee down, uncurl the toe if you like. Bring the heart and belly off the front thigh. Come up on the fingertips. And on an inhale, press the front foot on Vinyasa. Nice. So reaching, rising up, but relaxing the shoulders down. Beautiful. One more inhale, find space in the vertebrae. Nice. On the exhale, hold on to that right wrist with the left hand, and we arch over to the left. Beautiful. Keep the knees squeezing towards the midline, hips square. One more big breath in. On the exhale, we reach and rise, and we fold. We'll all curl the toe under. Lift the back knee, and we'll dial the back foot open as we prepare for warrior two. So heels are lined up, front toes are straight, back toes are off to the right. On an inhale, press through that front foot, reach and rise, cartwheel the arms totally open to our warrior two. And then take your time, adjust your warrior two, find all the cues, making those micro movements, and then we can sink into our pose and gaze over that front middle finger. Nice. From here, we inhale, hinge a bit, flip the front palm. On the exhale, we reach and rise up to the sky. So don't let the back hip pop open. We relax the whole right side. We can bind the right arm, or let that right arm slide down the back leg. Nice. Another big breath in here. And on the exhale, we float through warrior two, all the way to extended side angle. Beautiful. Maybe we gaze up or down at that bottom foot. Wherever you are, relax the neck. If we have neck pain or strain, it could cause low back pain. Beautiful. So one more big breath in, and then find your way in extended side angle. Get deeper into this pose. Find the variation that works for you. So maybe we're in Ashtanga arms, or maybe we're binding, twisting deeper up towards the sky, or maybe we're deepening our pose by bringing that front hand inside of the front foot. Nice. Then here we'll take a deep breath in together. And then we'll gaze low at that front foot. Hold on to the front ankle as we just slowly start to find our triangle pose. So we're not going to lock out that knee and overextend the knee. We're going to keep a micro bend, or even a deep bend in the front knee. Beautiful. So we can keep our bind if we're bound, or we re-extend. Make sure the back quad is really lifted and engaged. Stacking the shoulders, bringing the chest back, hips forward. Here we stretch the whole body in triangle pose. One more big breath in. Then on the exhale, we gaze low at the front foot. We press through that front foot, and we reach and rise all the way up, reverse triangle. Nice. So just like reverse warrior, but we have the front knee towards straight. Nice. Deep, deep, deep breath here. And then on the exhale, we'll flow, cartwheel the arms open through warrior two. Bend the front knee, plant hands, pivot on the back foot, find the lunge, and then we find our vinyasa. So we inhale and plank. Exhale, down dog, chaturanga, or knees, chest, chin, elbows close into the body. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, lift the hips, curl the toes, downward facing dog. Nice. So if you're still with me, great. If you're resting in child's pose, that's okay too. Feel free to grab a sip of water if you need. Beautiful. Here we'll inhale up on the tippy toes, bend the knees, gaze forward, and we can walk, step, or hop to the front of the mat. Let's inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees slightly. Inhale, arms out to a T. Reverse swan dive all the way up to the sky. Palms meet. And we exhale, hands heart center. Nice. So from here, we'll find another warrior series, but we'll start out with a balancing pose first. So if you took a break, hop back up with us in our Savasana. Nice. So from here, hands are at our heart center. We're at the front of our mat. We'll start to transfer weight to our left foot. Nice. Here, we will lift the right knee up towards the chest. We can be here in a kickstand, option 1, or we can just have a tiny, tiny lift, or maybe we're all the way up, knee into chest. From here, we'll send left hand outside of right thigh. We'll inhale to prepare, find a tall spine. Left knee is soft and balancing. The foot is pressing in. And then on the exhale, we can find a twist over to the right side of the room. Beautiful. Extend right fingertips to the back of the room. If balance is an issue, we can keep the gaze forward. So if we're just holding on to that knee and twisting, maybe we don't even extend the right arm, that's fine. If we're finding our way, we're working on balance, and if we fall, we just learn from it, snap those neurons to find our balance, and we get it better the next time. One more big breath in. On the exhale, here we'll keep the knee right where it is. We'll unwind, hands back to our heart center. Nice. One more inhale to prepare. On the exhale, we'll start to send right leg back. And then we'll plant it either halfway and then all the way, or we just step all the way back to our crescent lunge. Nice. From our crescent lunge, we'll inhale, send the fingertips high. We'll bring the chest slightly forward to avoid compressing the low back. So really press into that front foot, feet are hip width distance. If they're in one line, we'll fall over. Beautiful. One more big breath in. On the exhale, hands come back to the heart. One more inhale to prepare for movement. And then on the exhale, we'll find our balancing pose. What we'll do is we'll transfer the weight forward. We'll bend into that back knee. Option 1, you step up halfway, and then we find our lift into warrior 3. So we flex that right foot. It can be a tiny lift, or maybe the leg is all the way parallel with the mat. Left knee is soft. We're doming into that left foot, squeezing the ball of the foot towards the heel. One more big breath in. On the exhale, simply find a fold. Coming into standing split. Nice. So the foot is active and the hips are square. Let's inhale, half lift. And on the exhale, fold over that extended leg. Nice. Option here to play with balance if you'd like. Beautiful. Maybe one hand, maybe the other, maybe not. One more big breath in. And on the exhale, we slowly lower right foot down, coming into a forward fold. Releasing and surrender. Let's inhale, half lift, reset the spine. Exhale, fold deeper. Bend the knees slightly. Inhale to prepare. Press through the feet. Reverse swan dive all the way to the sky. Palms meet. And we exhale, hands heart center. We'll find the other side. So I'll just come to the right side of the mat. Nice. Here we'll start to plant into that right foot. So press the toes down without bending them. So pressing those toes down, make the foot a little bit shorter. Lifting up the arch, we'll soften the right knee. And we'll simply start to lift up that left foot. Maybe we're in a kickstand. Maybe we have a small lift, or maybe we're all the way parallel to the floor. Nice. From here, we'll find right hand outside of left knee. Inhale, find a little length. Exhale, we can take our twist over to the left. Maybe the head follows, maybe not. Find your balance here. Nice. Just one more big breath in. On the exhale, we'll return center. Hands come to the heart. Maybe we don't tap the foot down. Maybe we just send it all the way back or halfway, and then all the way into our crescent lunge. Nice. Feet are hip width distance. Shoulders and hips are square to the front of that mat. On an inhale, reach and rise up. Relax the shoulders down. Slightly bring the chest forward. Nice. Beautiful. One more big breath in. On the exhale, hands come back to the heart. Transfer the weight to the front foot. Lift off with the back. Bend into that back knee. Step up halfway and then to warrior three. Or maybe we're coming all the way up and finding that warrior three pose. Balance is so good for the body and mind. Focus the mind, slow down the breath, and keep the gaze low. Nice. Hips are square, left foot is flexed. Just one more big breath in. On the exhale, slowly take a fold down to the front of the mat in standing split. Point to flex the toes, square off the hips. Inhale, half lift, and on the exhale, we fold. Right knee is soft or extremely bent even. Maybe we find our balance here. Just playing around a bit. One more breath in. And on the exhale, we slowly come into our forward fold. Here we'll inhale, half lift, open up the heart. And on the exhale, we fold. Let's plant the hands. Step back to plank pose. Inhale in plank. Exhale, down dog or chaturanga or knees. Chest chin. Inhale, heart forward, baby cobra, elbows close in. Exhale, lift the hips, curl the toes. Downward facing dog. From down dog, big breath in. Big breath out, lower the knees. Nice and slow to tabletop. From here, we'll find our seat with our legs extended in Vinyasa pose. Maybe to get there, we cross the ankles, take a seat back, walk the hands to the knees, and then extend the legs. So we should be at the front of our mat. So maybe we can hip walk, move that pelvis, each side independently from each other. So hip walk those feet all the way to the front of the mat. Beautiful. From here, plant the fingertips on either side of the hips. Inhale. Find a beautiful straight spine. Heart is forward. Weight is on those seat bones. You can pull the flesh back to feel the bones that we should be sitting on instead of that tailbone. Beautiful. On the exhale, plant the palms onto the thighs. Simply walk the hands forward, flex the feet. Heart towards the toes. No need to round quite yet. But just see if we can find some length in the hamstrings. Maybe as we relax and breathe, let the muscles lengthen, we can find that we can go a little bit further. Maybe hold on to the ankles or the knife edges of the feet. Maybe even we cross the hands on the feet. Once we've found our finishing pose, we can relax here. Keeping the crown now towards the toes. Nice. Stretching the whole backs of the legs. One more breath in here. on the exhale, we'll start to plant the hands on the shins. Slowly rise back up, Vinyasa. Here we'll extend the fingertips long towards the toes. And on the exhale, we'll see if we can start to concave that belly. Send the shoulders forward, send the chin down as we slowly reach our back. Starting to get deep into the core. And once we arrive onto our backs, we may have to work the body down the mat a bit more. Here, let's pull the knees into the chest. Rock side to side, getting a full spinal massage. And from here, we'll send the legs up to the sky. Just a little legs up the wall pose. Nice. Then we'll bring the fingertips up above the head and we'll hover those fingertips. Let's inhale here. On the exhale, with the back pressed into the mat, we'll allow the feet to hover, maybe 15 degrees or 45 degrees. And then on the inhale, maybe we pull knees into chest. Option to lift the head. Inhale, find this extension, hovering the arms and the legs. And on the exhale, we pull knees into chest. So option to lift the head. Inhale, send arms and legs out. Exhale, pull arms and legs in. Nice. Just a few more, moving nice and slow, using the core instead of the momentum. Here we move with the breath, and we really pull that navel in, keeping it close into the spine, protecting the lower back. Last one here. Beautiful. From here, we'll keep the knees into the chest, but we'll interlace the fingers back behind the head. So resting the head onto those hands. Let's start to move the knees into tabletop pose, where the knees are right over those hips. And we'll come a bit into the obliques. We'll inhale to prepare, and on the exhale, we'll come towards a supine twist without letting the right knees come to that floor. On the inhale, we return center tabletop, and on the exhale, knees come and hover to the left. Beautiful. Inhale, center. Exhale, hold to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, hold to the left. Just two more each side, getting a nice pressure on the hips and kidneys and low back. Allow the core and obliques to hold up the knees. Last time, each side. Move with the breath. And then here we'll bring the knees back up to table. We'll bring the palms out to a T, palms face down, just for support. And then we'll let the knees lower all the way down, coming to a supine twist to the right side of the mat. Here we'll bring the palms face up, and maybe we'll bring the gaze over to the left. Start to let go of the breath. Let go of any resistance that we're holding. Maybe we start to close the eyes. Allow the body to start to relax. One more big breath in and out. And we can bring those palms face down. Inhale, knees back up towards the chest. And on the exhale, we lower knees to the left this time. We'll rotate the palms face up. And we'll take the gaze to the right side of the room. Relaxing the jaw, the face, the shoulders, all down towards the mat. Here we'll inhale. On the exhale, flip those palms. Bring the knees into the chest, and we'll bring the palms right alongside the hips and prepare for a bridge pose. So we'll bring the heels right behind the glutes, and on an inhale, press hamstrings, stretching the quads. Here, option to come up onto the tippy toes. And maybe we interlace the fingers underneath us, tucking the shoulder blades under. Take another deep breath in and out. And then we inhale. Exhale, slowly unwind. Come down, upper back, mid back, low back, tailbone. Pull the knees into the chest, rock side to side. Here we inhale and open up the hips by either just opening up the knees, or we can come into our happy baby pose. Where we send the soles of the feet up to the sky and rock side to side. So stay here in your happy baby. Find movement. Either we are rocking side to side, or we're extending one leg and then the other. Nice. Calming down the breath. Then from here, we'll start to bring the knees back into the chest, and we'll plant the left foot down, and we'll bring the right ankle over the left thigh into a figure four. Here we'll pull left knee into the chest, interlace the fingers behind the left thigh, flexing that right foot. And we can find some movement right to left. If we're rocking, maybe we rock 3-4 inches to the left and we hold, stretching the sciatic nerve, that right glute. Should feel really great. Taking another deep breath in. And then we'll exhale, start to unwind and switch sides. Left ankle over right thigh. Figure four, pulling right thigh in towards the chest. See if you can relax the right foot, flex the left. And maybe we find some movement here. If we're moving, we rock 3 to 4 inches over to the right, and here we hold. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Send the oxygen deep down to a cellular level. And then we'll unwind. Bring the knees into the chest. Maybe we bring the forehead to the knees to the forehead, finding this tiny little package. Maybe even holding on to the heels. So here we hold, getting a squeeze for our internal organs, glutes, thighs. One more big breath in. And on the exhale, we slowly unwind and we come into a Savasana pose. So in Savasana, we have our feet as wide as the mat and we let the toes splay open to the sides. We bring the palms face up halfway between the hips and the shoulders. And we can lift the chest, tuck the shoulder blades underneath us, and find that lift of the heart. Press the head into the mat to remind the neck muscles that they can relax and let go. Start to completely release the jaw. Take a swallow, release the tongue to the back of the mouth. Let the lips be together, put the teeth apart. Here we stay right where we are, letting our breath be our natural, neutral breath. Find your nervous system resting. Find these nice, peaceful breaths. And just allow yourself to let go. Just a few more moments here. And when you're ready to come out of Savasana, find movement in the fingers and toes. Maybe we roll the wrists and the ankles. On an inhale, send the fingertips back behind the head, feet together, point the toes, full body stretch. And on the exhale, start to bend the knees, plant the feet, and roll to your right side. From your fetal pose, If we keep the eyes closed and body heavy, we start to plant the hands and press ourselves up towards an easy seat. And once we come to this easy seat, we can rock on the seat bones, find length through the spine. Here we'll bring our hands to our heart center. And let's bow the third eye to the fingertips, bowing to ourselves and practicing yoga. We'll bring the head and neck back up, and we'll bring the thumb knuckles to our third eye center. And here we bow to each other in Namaste. Thank you so much.